Hello again. So we have official updates about Outriders. You know, a lot of us are wondering when in the world will we be getting that official dev blog post and the patch notes. Well, we got very good news about that date in just a moment. Plus, is the PlayStation platform going to be neglected considering Microsoft and Square Enix have that Xbox Game Pass deal? Some responses about that, and a new inventory disappearing bug is of course becoming more prevalent among the community. But here's what you can do to limit your exposure to such a bug. And we've got a super detailed look at weapon and skill leech. You probably don't know this about those abilities. So let's dive straight in. What's happening, everyone? Open World Games here. Hope you're doing good, and let's dive into the Outriders news right now. So yeah, we do know that we are going to be getting crossplay fixes between PC and console and so on and so forth, but this is the question out on Twitter. Let's take a look. DeFore says this: what is the ETA of the news to come? I'm hungry for information. Can we still expect it today? Outriders responded saying the news is looking likely to land on Thursday, as we will want to share news updates from our work today and tomorrow as well in this bundled format. So we're going to be getting some sort of detailed dev blog post coming up this Thursday, it appears. Plus, I would imagine perhaps some patch notes as well, or they will deliver them separately. But yeah, there's going to be like a big info drop on Thursday. So whatever you do, turn on notifications when you subscribe to the channel. I have you guys covered for sure. Now, let's go ahead and dive into some other new posts that Outriders team have posted here. They say, we know everyone is very keen to know more about the fix for PC console crossplay. The fix for this is tied to the overall patches that we are currently cooking up and running through testing. So now it's in the testing phases. We hope to soon share more news about the release schedule and content. Of course, that's going to be coming up here on Thursday. Furthermore, they say this for Xbox users. We have made some back-end tweaks that may improve your multiplayer experience. Let me know if this is actually the case for everyone on Xbox. It says, to better realize these changes, we recommend turning crossplay off if you are not using it. Please let us know if your multiplayer connectivity has improved as of ... now. So yeah, sound off. I'm actually on Xbox, going to test it tonight and let you guys know what is going on. Now, the patch that's coming up here is apparently going to help with crashes that are also on Xbox. And I would imagine that applies to other platforms. And that's another concern. A lot of people are also wondering, well, what about the PlayStation platform? What about the PC? You know, as of now, Microsoft, Square Enix, they have this deal to have Outriders on the Xbox Game Pass. Does it mean they're going to provide more love to Xbox users right here? So let's take a look at this question from Mohammed, who says, please focus on the PlayStation experience because we paid full price unlike them. And the Outriders team replied saying, we are doing what we can on all platforms. We are not prioritizing any platform over another. So that is their response there. They're giving love to all the platforms, including PlayStation 4, PS5, what have you, whether or not you're on Xbox, PC. It seems like they're really doing a good job all around, in my opinion. Now, they're also planning to drop the patch on all platforms at the same time. That's kind of an interesting one because they have to go through all the approval process between Sony and Microsoft. So I'm curious to see if they can nail down that to release at the same time. Now, also, if you're having trouble getting online and experiencing connection issues, because I guess today has been a bit more rough for players, check this out. It says, guys, take a hint and stop doing co-op and joining random parties if you don't want your loot at risk. Use the bug report thread if your stuff is gone. So, you know, this inventory bug issue has reared its ugly head yet again, and it seems like it's becoming more of an issue with people that are reporting that, yes, they're losing legendaries, their entire inventory, half their inventory, 10% of their inventory, what have you. And it looks like Square Enix right now, and of course People Can Fly, are coming up with a fix for that, and we need a response about that one. Now, this is what he goes on to say. Clearly there's an issue with co-op crashes causing total inventory loss. Majority of the inventory loss cases recently are due to co-op crossplay multiplayer crashes. That's what I'm also seeing a common trend as well. It says, will People Can Fly perform recoveries again? Probably. Do you really want to risk it? Nope. It sucks, but be smart, be safe, don't risk losing all of your progress until they make a statement on it. This is the developer bug report thread in regards to this. I'll throw that in the description below. If you lose your crap again, you should go there and comment, as making random Reddit posts is not helpful. So yeah, you know, me personally, I do recommend playing solo for now until they get this issue fixed. Let me know if that's what you guys plan to do, but that's currently what I'm doing until this issue is resolved. Especially when it comes to crossplay, attempting crossplay between PC and consoles. I think that's a big no-no right now. So yeah, you've been warned. It is really a bummer that they even have this issue in the first place, but it is what it is. Now, Cushion the Ninja says this weapon and skill leech is probably not what you think it is. This is an excellent post here. So it says this: what is skill and weapon leech? It obviously heals you, but how? Before looking anything up, you would assume it's a form of life steal, and you'd be right. Where would we go to look this up? Right, there's a guide. You open it up and read the description in the guide. Leech heals you for a percentage of damage dealt by a weapon skill, of course. Okay, so it's a life steal since it specifically says damage dealt. So there's me running around and anomaly build with 25% skill leech, 13k health, doing many millions of damage per swing. I should be healed to full, right? Since that's what it says. Nope, I'm healed about 25%. Odd, that's what it says my skill leech is. Now, when we look at my skill leech stat in my stats page of the inventory, I notice this one has a completely different description. Percentage of health gained by dealing anomaly damage includes status damage. Well, that's not what it says on the guide. So I go into hunt, and sure enough, it is both. Dealing damage with a bullet with healing you up to percentage of weapon leech of your total health. To clarify, if your weapon leech is 10%, each bullet that does damage will heal you a maximum 10% total health. So there you have it. Now, damaging enemy with a skill will heal you for up to the percentage of the skill leech, your total health. To clarify that, if your skill leech is 10%, each time you damage an enemy with a skill, you will heal up to a maximum of 10% total health as well. Now, damaging enemy with a status effect will heal you up to the percentage of skill leech of your total health. Now, to clarify that, if your skill leech is 10% each time you damage an enemy with its status effect, you'll heal up to a maximum of 10% health. So here's an example. He goes on to say, you have 10% leech, you have 100 health, your damage is done is 100. In this scenario, you would heal 10 health or 10%. Now, if you have 10% leech, 200 health, and deal 100 damage, you would heal 10 health or 5% of your total health, since you haven't hit your leech cap. So there is a leech cap. That is super noteworthy right there. Now, if you have 10% leech, 100 health, and deal 200 damage, you would only heal 10 health since you've hit your leech percentage cap. In order to heal the full 20 from that shot, you need to have at least 20% leech. So this is an absolute game changer, as he goes on to say, and he says he's going to do further testing. But this is an excellent post. Kudos to, of course, Kush the Ninja right there. Excellent insight into how the weapon and skill leech system actually works in the game. And I think it was super noteworthy to highlight right here for sure. So let's keep going. Really do not want to spoil anything with this game, just in case you guys are not through the story. I imagine a lot of you guys are on this part, though. I would think by now the majority of you are on the part with the big ginormous spider, or at least know about it. Now, this is a really noteworthy request here from Vostok, who says, give us an option to inspect our teammates. He says, I would love to have this. I'm always curious what people in my group are running. Most co-op loot and shooters have this option. That would be so badass to have, and I really, really hope they actually take this advice and include it in like a future patch and update, because I personally think that would be really, really cool to have in co-op. All right, you guessed it. It is time for your top comment. So guess what? Let's do this. All right, what was the previous video about? Let's find out. It says, oh no, legendaries are suddenly being deleted. This is a huge problem. New updates, and it definitely is. You know, it seems to be more prevalent that people are losing their inventory. Let's see your replies to this. John says, if they would show your actual location on the map and not just the area you're in, it would be a big help. Totally agree. That needs to be updated. Joel says, pretty sure the only reason I don't have this problem is because I can't get on to play. So yeah, connection issues have once again continued, and that's going to be a big problem with this game if it keeps going back and forth between good connection and bad connection. You know, people will just drop off out of frustration. CJ Mike says, remember the days when the games were actually playtested and didn't have major game-breaking bugs when they launched? I really wish we could go back to those days. Those were the days when they had an offline option. Remember? Remember those days, everyone? Now, John also says the following right here. If that's the case, I'll start working on my low-level characters that don't have any legendaries yet. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. You know what, John? That's a very good idea. Now, Brosco18 says, I'm world tier 10 with just 2 legendaries, but if this happens to me, I think I'd be done with Outriders. I think that would be the case with a lot of people. I think anyone that goes through that inventory glitch problem would be the same way. But right now, as of now, it seems to be a rare glitch. And it seems like Square Enix and People Can Fly are really working around the clock to put some sort of system into place to, you know, address this issue if you have this problem. You know, they've already tested it out in the demo, and it actually worked, restoring everyone's, you know, legendaries, which I was blown away by. The community was very happy to get their legendaries back. There were so many thank you posts out on, of course, Reddit and the forums. So, yeah, you know, hopefully we can believe in People Can Fly here, and they could pull off a miracle if we do see this, you know, inventory bug run rampant. Hopefully that does not happen. But thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more Outriders news and updates and open world gaming goodness. And I will see you all next time. By the way, check out my streams. Check out the Discord link. And I will see you all later. Take care.